Now the new trailer for Supergirl has come out, and honestly, I wasn't sure whether or not to make a video about it because the trailer, well, it didn't really go the way I expected. I mean, it's a teaser trailer, so I guess we don't really get much of a plot in the trailer. But still, a Supergirl trailer, this isn't what I imagined. Now, what happens in the trailer? Apparently, Kara Zor-El, Supergirl, she's on some alien planet. She's drinking, and there's this girl that she meets, and I'm guessing that some of the aliens are after the girl, and she's gonna try and protect her and stop them and all that. And that's great and all. I mean, she's Supergirl. That's what Supergirl does. But the way Supergirl's portrayed in this trailer, at least, it feels a bit too, well, a bit too dark, I guess. I mean, I understand the reasoning. Her planet was destroyed, and the city of Argo. I don't know what exactly happened to it in this story, but maybe that planet, that place got eventually got destroyed too. Now, Argo was a city that was on Krypton that they somehow managed to get off the planet before it blew up. But I'm guessing that something happened to the city as well, so she's really sad about this and she's having trouble dealing with it, and because of that, she's not positive and all that. And from what I heard about how this version of Supergirl is gonna be in the new DCU, it might be that Supergirl, this version, was, well, maybe sent to Earth to protect Superman before Argo was destroyed or something. And by the time she gets there through the, what was it, the Phantom Zone or something, she gets trapped there, and when she ends up getting there, Superman's actually grown up, an adult, and she's the child. So she doesn't really have a purpose on Earth because Superman doesn't really need her. Well, I guess he could use her help, but he doesn't need her to guide him or anything. So I'm guessing she doesn't have a purpose, and she's dealing with what happened to her planet, and yeah. See, it feels like that's likely to be what's going on in the story. Now, I'm okay with all that, but the theme of Supergirl, I feel like it should be more positive. I mean, this is Supergirl. And from what I know about her from the cartoons and all that I've watched, she's pretty similar to Superman. Now, I'm sure there's an alternate version in whatever comic that this is based on, where Supergirl's like this, but I don't feel like that's the right kind of Supergirl that we would want to see in movies, because the Supergirl that's most commonly known to everyone, that's the one that everyone wants to see in the movies. And I feel like this new universe under James Gunn is going in a very strange direction. In the Superman movie, that felt a little too comic booky, and the Supergirl movie, this honestly feels a little too serious. Honestly, it feels more in line with the Snyderverse Superman. Well, not that, it doesn't go that far, but still feels like it's going in that direction. It doesn't feel like it's directly connected to the Superman, the universe that Superman's in. But again, this is a teaser trailer, so I could be wrong, and maybe there's some stuff that shows that Supergirl is just like Superman. But I am a bit skeptical. And there's a line that she says at the end of the trailer where the girl asks her that what's Superman like, and she says that he sees the good in everyone, which is, that's about right for Superman, and that she sees the truth, which makes me think that she sees the reality of how dark and cruel people can be, maybe something like that. So yeah, I am a bit skeptical about how well this movie is gonna go. I know everyone's excited about this movie, but The direction it's going in, well, I guess we'll have to wait and see. And then there's the stuff with Warner Brothers and who's gonna buy it. But I guess that's not gonna affect this movie. This movie's probably already finished shooting or something, and it's likely only gonna impact the studio from the next movie onwards. Maybe in the Lantern show or something. Oh yeah, there's Lobo too. Yeah, we just get a glimpse of him, barely get, and it's not even a clear image of him. Lobo's hyped up to be this big bad villain for Supergirl. At least I think he's a villain, and he's going to be played by Jason Momoa, and we barely get to see him. But I guess they could probably show him the proper trailer. But yeah, this doesn't feel like the right move when it comes to Supergirl. And I don't know what to say about this. It also has a kind of a Guardians of the Galaxy vibe in terms of the theme and all that, but everything else, it feels doesn't feel like it really suits the character that we want to see on the big screen. But let's wait till the full trailer comes out, and then we might get a clearer picture of how this version of Supergirl is gonna be. And we get we get to see some of the costume at the end too, and that's just barely at the end. Okay, that I didn't like either. We needed to see Supergirl doing Supergirl stuff, but I guess she's on an alien planet where the sun doesn't give her powers or anything. It might be difficult. So I guess this will be a grounded version of Supergirl that we might be seeing. A normal version of Supergirl. She isn't super strong or can fly or do stuff. Although I do see her barely flying and using lasers at one point. But let's wait and see until the full trailer comes out. And I guess we'll get a clear picture then.